everyone, today I'll be doing this brand new, it is a kind of like this teen drama just dropped on Netflix called Bat, and this is centers around, we see Yamaka. She is from Japan and she basically comes into this boarding school where all these kids going to the school, like they're all from very rich family, and we see Yamaka. She is very good at gambling. Basically, show starts with like we see she has this gambling addiction, and addiction kind of like she's really good at it. I wouldn't call it addiction, I suppose. It's she's really good at it. So when she comes to this school, she basically use her this skill to, I guess, basically fit in this private school with all these crazy kids. If I'm being honest, all of them has some crazy backstory here, and I had no idea this is actually based on a manga, so I don't know how accurate this series to the manga, but I thought the way the show was done, it was quite interesting because it is based on a manga, but also it's because it's a teen drama. So this show, it does follow all how the teen school drama series are. So which it will annoy some people, because if you don't like this kind of teen drama center show, you will not like, no, you will still like this, but I mean, like, it does follow a formula here, which I personally thought was very unnecessary to bring all this student in the show. They all have same backstory like you have seen in other teen show here. So I was like, wow, they could have done something really different, but they didn't. That being said, I feel like the center actress Yamaka, she is just so beautiful in the show. It's really amazing to watch her. All her face expression in the show, it's just so good. You really immediately feel hooked on her character. I feel like a lot of people will like this show because of her. And of course, she comes from Japan and she does have this mysterious backstory. So I didn't know that she has this plot twist around her character. So when this show revealed that, I was like, what? I was really surprised. She is this, of course, assassin slash this gambler and everything, and all this like the student in this show, I feel like they all have some kind of backstory, the twist going on with their characters that as the audience you do not see that coming. So sometimes they're very surprising, revealing about all the character this show has. This show really, it's not what it seems. That being said, I don't know that all the student casting for this show was perfect, but I did like some of this casting choice for this show. Not all the actors in the shows are good, if I'm being honest, but they're not that bad either. The material it was given, I guess the show, the route it took, it was trying to be very stylish way and everything. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. That being said, I thought the show will be centered around, mainly gambling and everything. It isn't like that, I guess. As I said beginning of my review, this show does follow this formula, all these teen, like they all have their story going on. Some of these teens, they're quite annoying. Some of them are interesting. I personally really like this. I guess he was maybe a transgender or gay person. I'm not sure. I did like him as a character. He was really funny throughout the show. And also I thought this actor, he did really good job. I did like his makeup and everything. He was basically the comedy relief in this show. I thought he did good. There's also another character who is kind of like this love interest with her. I thought he was also okay. Although this show never give him chance to that much shine. But the main mini girl in the show, she was kind of like, she was wearing this lipstick. I found it like very annoying. Okay, so this show does have 10 episodes. As always, some of the episodes are really dragged out and very, like, it's not that important. I guess not all the episodes are that good, if I'm being honest. However, first couple of episodes were quite good and engaging, and last couple of episodes were also good and engaging. Overall, though, I really like this series because this series is, end of the day, did bring this new idea about this student. She has this gamble, like she's really good at this, she's really good at gambling and stuff. So I personally, I know nothing about it, so I couldn't say how accurate this is it. I actually am not a big fan of gambling in general, so this show, I feel like overall it is quite stylish and entertaining. It's just like some of the stuff is really the way it is done, it does get very, I don't know, very repetitive and boring. So I did not like that about the show. I guess this show could have been done something really different here, but the route it took, unfortunately, it didn't, like, I wasn't a big fan. But I guess still the show really looked good. That means that if I'm being honest here, like this show, I had no idea where this private school is. The way these kids are acting in this show is like just out of this world. Like, is that how people act in real life? What the heck? All these kids, the way they're acting in this, like, they own the world or own the school or something. And I was there thinking, like, this is like over exaggerated. Like, most of the kids are beyond mean. And I was like, what? Not that much likable. However, as the show goes on, they do become likable. And some of the students, they do have this dark twist. I was like, just like, what? I did not see that coming. So overall, the show does have a lot of twist and turn, if I'm being honest. So overall, I did like this show. I really like the lead actress. I think she's really pretty and cute. I did like her acting and her backstory and her mom, her dad. Everything is, I thought she was quite interesting. All the side characters, however, sometimes they're annoying, not that interesting. And I feel like some of the character could have gotten more story development, but they didn't. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this series. If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and I see you next time. Please take